2 ways and only 2 ways to make money. Let's talk about it. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as I'm back each and every day and I love talking about these topics and to help you out in any way that I can every single day. So thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it and let's get into it right away because I'm guessing a lot of you are probably confused when I'm saying there are only 2 ways to make money. Now I totally get it. You're probably thinking, I'm pretty sure this dude's nuts because there are millions upon millions of ways to make money. It depends how you think about it. You're right, there actually are millions upon millions of ways to make money. However, how I'm identifying it, all of these ways fall under one of my categories. So let's get into it and discuss this a little bit further and clear up what I'm actually talking about when I say there are only 2 ways to make money. Of course, with these 2 categories, I will go through some examples and explain exactly what I mean by only 2 ways to make money, and I'll give you some examples of each of these categories. All right, so let's get into it right away and discuss category number 1, people at work. Okay, sounds cute. What do I mean by people at work? Well, this is what most people identify with when they talk about making money. So, most people actually deploy this strategy when it comes to making money. So essentially, everybody goes out and gets a job. Maybe you work for $20 an hour, maybe $15 an hour, maybe $25 or $40 an hour. It doesn't matter. Or maybe somebody is salary. Therefore, putting in a specified amount of time, trading time for a salary and or an hourly wage, and then ending the day and getting however much money for the amount of service that you have provided, as in the salary and or the hours that you've put in for the day, you get that wage and everybody's happy, right? This is the strategy that most people use. In other words, people at work, people trading time for money, right? So this is people at work. Now again, under this one category, as I alluded to just a minute ago, you're right. There are millions upon millions upon millions of ways that this can actually be deployed. There are seriously so many different careers and jobs out there. I mean, literally anything. If you can think about it, there's a job for that. Seriously. Just like the saying goes, there's an app for that. Seriously, if you can think about it, there's a job for that, right? You can literally get a job doing anything. Now again, I totally understand not everybody can get a job doing anything, but my point is there are literally jobs to do pretty much anything you could ever possibly imagine or think about. So that is what I mean by people at work. Simply working for an hourly salary or an hourly wage, or just a salary, whatever the compensation is, but essentially people reporting to a job or performing some kind of task and getting compensated as a result. Okay, fine. What is category number 2 then? What am I talking about with this? Category number 2 is money at work. So we have people at work in category number 1 or money at work in category number 2. Okay, sounds pretty cool. So, are you telling me that I could actually go out to work myself, like me, I'm a people at work, or I could take money and make money go and work? Yeah, you can. Money works just like people. So where you maybe report to a job and work for an hourly wage or a salary, or you know somebody who does, you can actually take money and take that same money, the green stuff in your pocket, and you can actually send that out and actually work for you on your behalf. So it's like you're the boss, right? You're the boss and the money is the employee. You take the money every day and you look at that money and you say, hey, money, get out of here, go out and get to work, start working for me, and you will come back and you will earn me more money on yourself, right? So yes, this can actually be deployed. So here's what people can do. They can actually deploy money to actually go out and make money. Now, there is a very small percentage of the population who actually deploys this strategy to make money. Money making money. Most people actually do people at work to make money, trading time for money. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to money deployed to make money, this can be deployed in a variety of different ways. Now, again, maybe you could do things like investing with that money, as in the stock market, maybe in dividend-paying stocks, maybe ETFs, maybe cryptocurrencies, maybe it's real estate, maybe you invest in Forex, as in foreign exchange, or commodities, futures contracts, precious metals, all kinds of different things. But here's the catch. The money needs to return something. You can't just invest in something and then just be like, well, that was fun. I own some precious metal now, right? I own some gold. It's pretty cool, right? Well, yeah, it is kind of cool to own gold. I personally don't own any gold, but it is pretty cool. I mean, if you own a 1 ounce coin of gold, I mean, that's pretty cool. But my point is, you've deployed the money, but now the money needs to come back multiplied. Well, investing in gold is not exactly like the best way ever. However, it could be a good hedge against some inflation, as most people say, right? A store of value, in other words. But maybe you invest in something that actually does return money to you on a regular basis. Let me give you a couple of quick examples. Let's say that you want to do some investing in some stocks. You buy some dividend-paying stocks. Therefore, every single quarter, the companies in which you have invested in are going to send you a sweet little check called a dividend check every single quarter. So now your money that you have deployed is actually kicking back dividends every single quarter. Not bad, right? Pretty cool strategy. Let's talk about on a shorter term basis. Let's just say that you maybe own a house and you have maybe a walkout basement. I'm just making stuff up, by the way. Let's just say that you have a walkout basement or a spare room in your house, and you decide, hey, I'm not using that room, I'm not using the basement, and there is a living quarters in there. Maybe I could rent this out. I could have somebody live with me in my spare room or in my basement, and maybe they'll pay me, I don't know, $500 a month, maybe $1,000 a month for the full basement, things like this. Every single month, that tenant is bringing you money, and they're giving it to you every single month. Therefore, the money that you have deployed into your home, into your home in the form of like a mortgage or whatever else to actually get the home, now you're actually getting cash back on that property. As a result of it, you deployed cash to acquire the home, and now you're actually getting money back, and that money is multiplying itself because it is giving you money back. Or let's just say that you want to acquire a rental property. Therefore, you deploy some money, you send some money out into the world, as in you're buying the property, acquiring that property, and then you're actually placing a tenant into the property, and every single month they are sending you monthly checks. Therefore, money out to bring money back. The money is multiplying every single month, right? Pretty cool. So there are literally multiple different ways that this can actually be done, but essentially what it is sending money out in such a way that that money is going to multiply over a period of time and actually give you more as a result. So here's the thing. There's a big difference between actually sending money out in the form of an investment versus sending money out by just spending it. Let me give an example on this. Let's just say that you go out and you buy, I don't know, $100 worth of groceries, right? Okay, so you've gone out and spent $100 on groceries. Is that going to be money that you've put out into the economy, or money that you put out, that you've deployed the money, and then it's going to bring back more? No, that's just straight up spending money, right? That's not going to multiply itself. It's not going to bring back more money. It's not going to bring back anything like that. But let me give you one more quick example. And now this is just a creative example. Some people could do this, but it's just, again, something else you could think of. There's literally tons of different ways that this could be deployed. Let's just say in the spring, you go out to the local home improvement store or whatever, the garden store, I don't know, wherever this happens. And you go out to the seed section, right? There's these little racks with all the packets of seeds on there. And you say, I'm going to spend $20 on packets of seed. And you go out and you buy, I don't know, they're usually like $1 a piece, right? Like maybe $1.50 a piece for these packets. Let's just say that you go out and you buy 12 packets for $1.50 each of all these different fruits and vegetables. Let's just say vegetables, for example. So your point is, you're spending $20 on all of these packets. You're spending $20 to buy all these seeds. You're deploying the $20. Your strategy is, I'm going to grow all of these vegetables throughout the entire course of the spring and summer, and then into the fall, the early fall, late summer, early fall, I'm going to harvest all my crop, and I'm going to sell all of these, and I'm going to get more money as a result of my efforts and the money that has deployed, right? So maybe you go out and you plant all your vegetables, and let's just say, I don't know, 3 months later, you have all of these vegetables, and it is time to harvest. You harvest everything, and then you do a little sale out at the end of your street, right? And you have a bunch of people come in from all around the neighborhood, and they say, this is great, fresh vegetables, I love it, this is awesome. And they start exchanging with you money for the crop that you have sown as a result of planting all of your seeds. Therefore, your $20 that you have deployed is actually coming back multiple times over and over because you deployed the 20 to buy the seeds, you've done all the work, and now all of a sudden you are being paid like big dividends as a result of selling all of your crop. Therefore, your 20 probably came back in the form of multiple hundreds of dollars because you've sold a bunch of different vegetables as a result of the seeds that you bought from all these little packets, right? So anyway, just a quick example. That's just one way where you can deploy a little bit of cash, and then all of a sudden, in a short period of time, it starts kicking back some massive dividends, right? So anyway, these are the two ways that money can be made, right? People at work trading time for money in the form of hourly wage or a salary or whatever else, or money at work, as in deploying a little bit of money, and then all of a sudden that money starts paying back in the form of some kind of dividends, rents received, commissions, royalties, loyalties, things like this. There's a lot of different ways that it can be done. So anyway, I hope this video gets you thinking a little bit of all the different ways out there, but realistically, it boils down to two different ways that money can be made. So I hope this helps you out a little bit. Leave any comments or questions down below. I'll do whatever I can to help you out. Of course, I'll be back in future videos to follow this stuff up. But again, thank you so much for your support. Subscribe right down below the video. Totally free to do so. I'll continue to be back every single day to help out in any way that I can. And feel free to share this video or any others here on the channel with your friends, family, and social media. Thank you. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you again.